Kanye West launched an unprovoked attack on Jay Z and Beyoncé's two youngest children, and Kim Kardashian, well, she has had enough. Now, Sarah, I know you have some exclusive details to share. Can you get us caught up?
That because Kanye got online and tweeted about Jay Z's kids and, calling them the R word, Kim at this point is starting to take action legally to really make sure she has.
Kanye is doing, calling his kids retarded, and, it seems that his kids may have some type of, maybe autistic or something. I don't know.
They can control Jay Z and Beyonce. But not you, man. But they can't control me.
What in the world was he thinking? Did Kanye West just go way too far this time? Love him or hate him, one thing about Kanye, he never misses a chance to stir chaos in the spotlight. But this time, he might have just crossed a line so deep that the whole industry is holding its breath. Out of nowhere, he dropped a shocking claim about none other than Beyoncé and Jay Z's son, Sir Carter. And trust me, the Carters are not laughing this off. This isn't just a petty rap beef anymore. This is personal. The internet is on fire, fans are in disbelief, and people are asking, why would Kanye even go there? And how did he even get this kind of private information about one of the most secretive families in music? Now, if you know Beyoncé and Jay Z, you already know they guard their family like a fortress. Their twins, Sir and Rumi, have barely been seen since birth. Only carefully curated photos here and there, usually with their faces hidden or from far away. These two kids are basically growing up as mysteries to the world. And yet, here comes Kanye, acting like he's the keeper of all their secrets. In a now-deleted post on X, formerly Twitter, Kanye went on one of his infamous rants. But this wasn't just his usual back-and-forth drama with other rappers or fashion heads. No, this time he took it all the way left, making comments that many fans say were a direct shot at the mental well-being of Beyoncé and Jay Z's children. People online were stunned, calling it a low blow and beyond disrespectful. Reports are swirling that Beyoncé is livid and Jay Z is already moving behind the scenes, possibly gearing up for legal action. And you know when the Carters move in silence, it usually means something big is about to go down. And if that wasn't messy enough, Kanye had the nerve to double down. He went on to claim that the Carter twins were conceived through IVF, as if that's even his business to share. Like seriously, what was he trying to do with that information? The way a couple chooses to bring their children into this world is deeply personal, and the fact that Kanye threw it out there like gossip left people stunned. But of course, he didn't stop there. Kanye then went on this strange rant about how, in his words, artificial insemination is a blessing because having children is a choice. Now, on the surface, some might say that doesn't sound too wild, but the way he twisted it? It felt more like a backhanded attack than any sort of praise. Fans quickly caught on that he was using IVF as a dig, implying that Beyoncé and Jay Z's kids only exist because of science, and that somehow their condition, or what he was hinting at, was tied to that choice. That crossed the line for so many people. The internet erupted instantly. X was flooded with furious reactions, thousands of fans calling Kanye's comments nasty, beyond disrespectful, and even a calculated attempt to humiliate the Carters. Some people even dragged up Kanye's own family drama, pointing out how ironic it is for him to attack other parents when his co-parenting struggles with Kim Kardashian have been splashed across headlines for years. For many longtime supporters, this was the final straw. Tweets were flying like, I defended Kanye through everything, but this? Nah, I can't support him anymore. People are now openly questioning how they ever gave him grace in the first place. The backlash is huge, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. Others online aren't holding back at all. People are saying Kanye has officially crossed a line that can't be ignored. One furious fan wrote, "He is disgusting. Oh my God, I can't believe I was a fan of this man." Another chimed in, "No matter how you feel about Beyoncé, this is disgusting." And then came the reminder that shook everyone. Kanye even once put his own daughter on a track with Diddy. Yes, the same Diddy now tangled in his own dark scandals. People are calling that move reckless and hypocritical, and it's only making the backlash worse. The words mentally unstable and deranged are being thrown around left and right. But this time, it's not just faceless fans online adding fuel to the fire. Sources close to Kim Kardashian say she is absolutely done. According to insiders, Kim is beyond disgusted by her ex-husband's behavior and appalled that he would dare to use such cruel language against innocent kids. Word is, she's cut him off completely. No more reasoning, no more defending him. For Kim, this was the last straw.
Kim Kardashian, when she saw and heard about those posts that Kanye shared on X, she was appalled that Kanye would use that kind of language about anybody, particularly when it comes to children. She found the language that he used shocking.
And Kanye? Instead of apologizing, he only made things uglier. After dragging the Carter twins into his rant, he quickly deleted the posts, but not out of guilt. No, insiders say he yanked the posts down out of pure fear of being canceled on X. To make matters worse, before deleting them, he allegedly compared the situation to Down syndrome in one of his rants, a move many called heartless and dehumanizing. The sad part? There was no real remorse, no acknowledgement of the pain his words caused, just damage control. What's becoming clearer by the minute is that this isn't just another Kanye controversy that fades with time. The outrage is growing louder, the headlines are multiplying, and now even people who once defended him are calling this his ugliest moment yet. The backlash was absolutely unstoppable. No amount of deleting or backtracking could undo the damage this time. Kanye had gone too far, and people knew it. What made it even more shocking was that nobody, literally nobody, had ever heard anything like this before. There were no leaks, no whispers, no blind items. If what Kanye said holds even a grain of truth, then Beyoncé and Jay Z have been carrying this privately for years, successfully shielding it from the world, until now. And thanks to Kanye, their most personal business is suddenly headline gossip. The question on everyone's lips is, why would Kanye do this? We all know his relationship with Jay Z hasn't been smooth in recent years, but this was below the belt in ways nobody expected. Their bond once looked unbreakable. Remember, these two gave us the legendary Watch the Throne era, performing side by side like brothers. But fast forward, and it's a very different story. The crack started years ago when Kanye went on stage during his St. Pablo tour, ranting that Jay Z and Beyoncé didn't even show up to his wedding with Kim Kardashian. That moment was the start of the unraveling. From there, things only got worse. Kanye's outspoken political stances, including cozying up to figures that the Carters wanted nothing to do with, pushed the divide even deeper. Jay Z and Beyoncé, known for keeping their brand spotless and politically careful, weren't about to stand next to Kanye's controversies. And just like that, the brotherhood was over. So is Kanye's bombshell a calculated shot aimed at Jay Z? Or was this just Kanye being Kanye, talking without thinking and letting the fallout burn everything in sight? Either way, Beyoncé is not letting this slide. Sources say she's been working the phones nonstop, trying to get a lid on the frenzy before it gets even uglier. And Jay Z, oh, he's furious too. But unlike Kanye, he doesn't run to social media. Jay prefers to move in silence, pulling strings behind the scenes. And one thing about the Carters, the industry is never kind to anyone who crosses them. Kanye might have just made himself a very powerful enemy. Now here's where things get even juicier, because while Beyoncé is scrambling to do damage control and Jay Z is quietly pulling strings behind the curtain, Kanye? He's out here acting like nothing happened. Like he didn't just expose a family secret that was never meant to leave the Carter household. The million-dollar question now is, how in the world did Kanye even find out? Was it someone from Beyoncé's camp spilling tea behind her back? Or did Kanye go digging where he didn't belong? That's what has fans buzzing nonstop. Here's the truth. Beyoncé and Kanye don't talk at all. They're not friends, they don't check in on each other, and Beyoncé has made it crystal clear she wants zero drama with him. So if Kanye's out here with details this private, it means somebody whispered in his ear. And that realization is what has Beyoncé spiraling. Because if there's a leak inside her world, that's a bigger nightmare than Kanye himself. Beyoncé's inner circle is famously airtight. She's got a loyal team of people who've been riding with her for years. People who don't snitch to the press, don't leak to blogs, and definitely don't expose her family secrets. Even her relatives are notoriously private. Think about it. How often do you hear anything from Solange outside of that infamous elevator incident? Exactly. But every now and then, tiny glimpses of their world slip through, usually from her mom, Tina Knowles. Tina once described Sir Carter as the most laid-back of the Carter kids, super chill, easygoing, and not chasing the spotlight the way his big sister Blue Ivy naturally does.
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion stuff as much. But yeah.
And that detail alone has people asking, if Tina can share small things, who's to say someone else in the family or team didn't let something bigger slip? The idea that a leak could exist in Beyoncé's camp is the one thing scarier than Kanye's rant. Because if her circle isn't bulletproof, nothing is. So maybe this is exactly why Kanye thought he could get away with throwing shade at the Carters. But let's be real, he just picked the wrong family to mess with. Beyoncé and Jay Z are not letting this slide. Sources close to the couple say they feel disrespected, betrayed, and deeply offended on a level that cuts way deeper than music industry drama. This isn't just a rap beef. It's their children, their family, their legacy on the line. And according to insiders, the power couple is beyond furious. People close to them are saying they will not tolerate the rapper after what he said about their kids in such a vulgar and offensive manner. And honestly, can anyone blame them? Kanye didn't just cross a line, he bulldozed straight through it. What he did wasn't reckless. It was a full-blown betrayal that demands consequences. Now here's where it gets serious. Insiders are whispering that Beyoncé and Jay Z are actively discussing legal action. That's right. They're carefully weighing whether to keep things quiet behind closed doors or drag this into court. And knowing how protective the Carters are, either option could be brutal for Kanye. Because one thing is for sure, Beyoncé is never going to engage in a public back and forth with him. That's not her style. She's too strategic to give him the satisfaction. But what she can do is use her influence to shift the conversation, redirect the narrative, and shut this mess down completely. And then there's Jay Z. If Kanye thought he was already blacklisted from certain spaces, just wait. Jay Z has the kind of pull in the industry that can lock doors permanently. From streaming platforms to festival slots to collaborations and brand deals, if Hob wants Kanye out of certain circles, it can happen overnight. Quietly, permanently. And that's the kind of power move you don't see coming until it's too late.
He pled to Jay Z, don't kill him. Jay, I know you got killers, Now it's like, oh, I'm going to talk about your kids so you can kill me. Crash out on me, Jay.
It wasn't just Beyoncé and Jay Z who were furious. Her parents, Matthew and Tina Knowles, jumped into the fire too. And when the Carters' parents clap back, you already know it's not just gossip anymore, it's war. Beyoncé's dad, Matthew Knowles, didn't bite his tongue for a second. When TMZ asked him about Kanye's comments, he flat out said, "People pay a price for being stupid, especially in the music industry." Woo! If that's not a direct warning shot aimed at Kanye, I don't know what is. And then came Tina Knowles, who decided to let her Instagram do the talking. She posted a cryptic video, but the message was loud and clear. In the clip, she said, "What happens when a snowman throws a tantrum?" He has a meltdown. Fans immediately connected the dots. That was a jab at Kanye's outbursts. And when Beyoncé's mom steps into the ring, oh, you know it's serious. Tina rarely gets involved in her daughter's industry drama, so her throwing shade publicly speaks volumes. But let's talk about the bigger picture, because the consequences for Kanye could be massive. He's been burning bridges all over the place. Recently, he's taken aim at Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott, you name it. And now he's escalated his long, messy feud with the Carters to an entirely new level. And here's the kicker. This isn't even new behavior. Kanye has been on this downward spiral for years, beefing with almost every heavyweight in the game. Remember when he used his St. Pablo tour stage as a therapy session, airing out his issues with Jay Z in front of thousands? Yeah, the cracks in that friendship have been on display for years. Many industry insiders are now saying his latest comments about the Carters aren't just reckless, they're desperate. Some believe it's Kanye's way of clawing for attention, trying to dominate headlines no matter the cost.
Kanye is mad because he's irrelevant in hip hop. It was a point where Kanye begged for attention. He wanted the spotlight.
Right.
And then he got it. And then when he got it, he enjoyed it.
But here's the thing. When you come for Beyoncé and Jay Z, the price you pay in this industry is usually permanent. In fact, according to Choke No Joke, Kanye's not even a major player anymore. He's irrelevant at this point. And that's why people believe he's pulling stunts like this. Not because he has something real to say, but because he's desperate for attention. Choke even said flat out that it's time to cancel him for good. And honestly, a lot of fans are starting to agree. But here's the kicker. While Kanye's out here making noise, the Carters are moving differently. Jay Z, he's been done with Kanye for years, quietly shutting doors and making sure the business world knows where he stands. And Beyoncé, she's keeping it classy, controlled, and strategic. No public clapbacks, no messy rants, just subtle, powerful moves that hit where it really matters. That's the Beyoncé way. So now the big question is, has Kanye finally burned his very last bridge? Or will he somehow find a way to crawl back into the spotlight like he always does? The internet is split. But one thing's for sure, the Carters don't play when it comes to family. And this time, he might have gone way too far to recover. What do you think? Did Kanye just write the final chapter of his own downfall? Or is this another storm he'll survive? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the next messy update. See you in the next one.